And now to present our final award of this evening is the President and CEO of Tech Resources. Please welcome Don Lindsay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This award in the category of medical honors that person whose life is changed forever as they fight to live fully and completely in the face of a debilitating medical condition.
They were twins, two beautiful baby girls. But within moments of their delivery in 1959, problems were evident in one sister, arthrogryposis multiplex congenita, or AMC, a rare condition that affects the development of the muscles in the arms and the legs and limits mobility in the joints. Her fingers, hands, wrists, elbows, shoulders, feet, knees, and hips were all affected. Doctors said she would never be able to walk or look after herself. She must be institutionalized, they said. A huge word for a tiny baby, only days old. As beautiful as her twin, yet facing a lifetime of challenges. Her name is Cindy Lee. This story of courage begins with the decision that Cindy's parents made. They decided she would not live in an institution. She would live with them. And with that decision began an incredible journey. In those days, doctors didn't understand AMC as well as they do today. They sent Cindy home with stretching exercises, and it wasn't until Dr. Gillespie came into their lives that hope began to blossom. Dr. Gillespie took a great interest in Cindy and began casting her legs, trying to mold the soft bones into the proper shape. He contacted the Shriners for financial support, and soon, Cindy began a long series of appointments and surgeries both in Portland and Winnipeg. She endured years of painful braces and many, many surgeries as bones were removed and others fused to give Cindy as great a range of motion as possible. She had difficulties walking, difficulties feeding herself, but at home, in the cocoon of her family, she didn't know she was different. Learning to walk was a challenge, but Cindy overcame it. Feeding herself, dressing herself, all the things we take for granted, Cindy had to learn step by painful step and succeeded tiny triumph by hard-won triumph until the day she started school. When the school registered Cindy, they insisted she attend in the special needs class. Cindy's parents protested, so the principal said, if Cindy can climb the stairs to the second floor, she can attend with all the other kids. 23 steep steps may not sound like much to you or me, but it was Mount Everest to this tiny little girl. But courage knows no age limit and determination knows no boundaries. Cindy knew what she had to do. One leg at a time, one step at a time, Cindy climbed those stairs. Climbed those stairs to say, don't presume what I can't do. Look at what I can do. From the top of those stairs, Cindy has never looked back. She has exceeded all expectations. She was a brownie graduating to Girl Guides and Canadian Girls. She couldn't ride a bike, so her parents bought her a three-wheeled bike. She was part of the 4-H club, and one year, the calf she fed and raised won top ranking in showmanship. She learned to knit, crochet, sew, and cook. When she was 16, she learned to drive. She so impressed her driving instructor that when the examiner told Cindy her license would be restricted, her instructor protested, and that fight meant that to this day, Cindy drives on an unrestricted driver's license. Cindy graduated from high school and went on to earn a BA in child and youth care. She worked the family cattle farm on the weekends and for the RCMP in the summer. And in 1989, Cindy found her calling. Cindy went to work for the Coquitlam School Board, working with troubled youth. Her work was so well regarded that she was promoted to the Work Experience Facilitator. Working with students designated intellectually disabled, Cindy created programs that prepared them for the world of work. She found businesses that would employ them, helped their parents understand the challenges ahead, and developed support materials for teachers. As she began to reach out into the community, Cindy was asked to serve on other boards too numerous to mention. Today, Cindy is a leading advocate for people with diverse abilities. And when her twin sister's remote home meant her nephew Spencer could not attend high school, Cindy took him in and raised him with the same love and care that he would have received at home. It would not be possible to count the number of people Cindy has helped or inspired over the years. Through her example, they find strength. Through her joy, they see the possibilities in life and the potential in themselves. She has taught them to believe as she believes, in the courage to come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the 2013 Courage to Come Back Award recipient for Medical, Cindy Lee.
I want to thank family, friends, fellow recipients, and many of the people here who have come to celebrate this special time in my life. I want to take a moment to acknowledge a few people. My dad, who taught me strong work ethic. My mom, who is no longer with us, but left me with a determination to change things that needed to be changed. My sister and brother, who helped me to learn to do things for myself, and in a humorous way along the way. Spencer, who has lived with me since a teen, and has helped me through our lives together. There is a shift in the way people see me today. I have gone from a disabled person to a person with diverse abilities. You've heard my story, at least part of it. The early years where I struggled to learn to do for myself, striving for independence. But if you notice, there was always family and friends standing beside me, expecting me to be part of everything that they were doing, egging me on. Sometimes the plan wasn't always thought through. I could have done without being strapped to a boogie board, face down, and towed behind the boat. All was going well until the board flipped over, and I was underwater. My brother said he could tell I was yelling because every time I opened my mouth, there was drag on the boat. Yeah, I seem to have been the entertainment for my family on many occasions. I had no fear. I moved through each challenge in my life without question. Well, maybe one. Why me, Lord? Why me? I think that question has been answered. I'm here to change things. I'm here to help others find their potential in life like I have found mine. We all have to look at what we are good at and what we like and grow it. Make it part of our daily life. That is especially true for those of us who are seen as having limitations. There are lessons I've learned throughout my life. I was feeling sorry for myself one day laying in my hospital bed, and my mom said to me, "Just look around. There is always someone who has to struggle harder than you." And there was. I see that in the work I do each day people struggling to find their place in the world, and I am blessed to have the opportunity to help them find their potential. I meet them at a time in their life when they really struggle to fit in at school and in community. And I help them find a path of discovery to ability. I can't describe the feeling I get the moment when the student finds a job they can do and feels a part of a productive team. They are doing the things that their peers, family, and friends working and contributing to society. It changes their lives and that of the families who believed that was never a possibility for their child. I am blessed to be a part of that journey. There is still a lot I'd like to do, and God willing, I will continue to be part of it. I want to thank my sister who nominated me, and my friend Christy, who I work with and knows that there's a lot of challenges along the way in our lives. I want to thank Coastal Health and the media for the opportunity to share my story. There are a lot of great people that assisted in us in this process. Also, Pink Limousine, who made sure I got here and is going to make sure I get back. In conclusion, I know this is about talking about our challenges that we've had, the 6 recipients, but I've got a little bit of a challenge for you. I want everyone who has a business or is going to work tomorrow to look at their place of business and look around in the places that they work. I want you to see where there might be a potential for someone who may have a limitation or may be seen as having a physical disability, an intellectual disability, or a mental health challenge. I want you to find a place for them in your workplace, because when they go with it, you have them there and they come as part of your team, your team is never the same again. Thank you.